The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tackle this back piece. As I got looking at it, there's more than one way to do it. I can weld a piece of metal from here to there and grind that all off there and weld it to there. I can do that and leave this alone, or I can make one piece, weld along here, weld along there, and then weld along here, and then grind it all off to make it look like it's one piece. I think what I'm going to do, just so it, you know, it looks better, is I'm going to make one piece. So I'm cleaning this off at the present moment. We're going to lay a piece over top of that. We're going to weld that along that edge, around there, along there. When I grind it off, it'll look nice. Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's in the camera. Fiend of the Fantastic Dog is in the corner, and we are on air. I'm going to use paper this time, and the reason I'm going to use paper is because I think I'll be able to see through it a little bit better, and it'll lay down a little nicer. Maybe give me a truer read. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm doing the last little bit of tying it all together. And you can see like that's not straight across, but I lay that paper on there, and I go straight across, and I'd miss the corner over here where it's pulled ahead, and I'd miss the corner over there where it's pulled ahead. So you really have to be careful in something like that. In order to get, you know, where I want to go with this piece, I think I want to go way out here. And I can really see it nicely through this paper, as you can tell. I can do both panels. The nicest way would be back to the trunk lid. It's where it probably should be. But I'm going to have to decide, I guess. I'm going to get a couple magnets put on there. Let's do it. Put these back up on that. Pair of scissors. Sounds like we have a guest. I'm going to lay on the floor. Can't fall in. How you doing, Joe? We just put that on there anyways. We're filming right at the present moment, but it doesn't matter. Yep, come on in. This is Joe Parker up the road. He's got Jolene's truck. What are you up to? Just running around? Yeah, I did actually. The 40. Yeah, they're pretty all gone except the Chevy. Yeah. Priced them right. You know, everybody had, you know, priced them right, so, you know.
Well, you would save a lot of money to finish them.
Listen, buy an exhaust. Buy a new battery. Put an interior in. Like, it don't take long, like, obviously. And there's probably a lot of things there I probably wasn't going to get to. I have, you know, other things that I feel like I want to do more.
Yeah, that's a nice car you bought. Like you buy a car like that, or you know, don't have to do none of that work on it, right? Like,
yeah, the value is definitely there.
Yeah.
You went by yourself today.
Yeah. No, Dougie was in this morning. We're running quite late right now. I'm just running this piece off here, but we usually get her done. Jolene's good on the old computer, so she gets her loaded just in time. So today we're running late. Jolene said you act like you're not running late, and I was just getting ready. That's all. Trying to get my brain in here. We're actually over to the little shop. We have a little shop right over here next door. I have stuff in, get parts out of and that sort of stuff. Yeah. Well, it's a pole barn. It's starting to fall on the ground. And I'm figuring I better do something about it. Let's look at that now. It's not, got a little bit, well, it can come back there some, I guess. I don't mind that. Just gonna take a look at the ends here for a second. Because if I don't like it, now's the time to trim the piece off. This is gonna be a little bit longer. Bring some over. I'd like to add a little bit to that.
You guys had quite a vacation?
We had a good vacation. It was awesome. Awesome.
It's busy.
Pretty good.
It was good. I'm gonna get a little tape. I'm gonna put a little tape on that, fix that. I think it's a little bit off. So I'm gonna use some tape to straighten it out. I'll just keep it on there and peel it off there. So I'm liking. I should come this way just so I can get down in there. It's not bad there, gives me enough. Weld that up. It doesn't make me happy. Right here, there's too much missing. See that? I'm gonna put that tape on there. Give me a better line. Where to make my pattern at. And hold the paper on while I do the other side. So I'm happy with that, I guess, for now. See, I'm not happy with this side now.
Doesn't look high when you see it in person, eh?
No.
Everybody says it's
Yeah.
high, but it doesn't look high.
No, it doesn't. I actually really like the shape of it.
I was gonna say now. Doesn't matter. Yeah. It's in the eyes of the guy, you know, sort of. But it, you know, let's face it, you sure do look when someone mentions something. Is that too high? You know, it helps. It helps in the end, you know. And there's a different perspective of being right here doing it and watching Jolene's film work. Two different things. I shouldn't say two different things. Cut that off. Just trying to make the best pattern I can. Get off. Just gonna go the other side. See if I want to straighten it. We're up here a little bit in the front. But what I feel is I'm going to be banging that down a little bit probably as I go anyways. Yeah. Let's get a piece of metal laying on the ground. We'll do the deal. Keep the shop pretty clean, don't you, Joe? Huh? No benches. No benches. Well, yeah.
Did it come with the finished skirts, or is that something that...
I got them from Chris Lipskin, the older guy that had the bike collection. I got them from him. Well, rest in peace.
But they were for a ball?
They are for a 39 to 40 some Ford. And we have that 38. And I was going to put them on the 38, but 38 looked too good just without them. So I saved them.
That green one?
Yeah. That awesome.
You never sold that car, did you?
No, that's a pretty good looking car, that one. I like that one. It's got my feel.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. bit there, does it? That's what I'm going to do. One side thinking it fits, and then nail it. Go for it. On top of right here, it seemed to be a little bit high. I want to nail that down first, a little bit. And knock that down with a hammer, body hammer. I have a high spot in the metal, or in that round stock. I know it's there, so I'm going to fix it. And if I didn't fix it, when I looked up over the trunk and onto the dash, it would look different. Now it looks really nice. You can see I got a dent right there, which has poked this metal up a little bit. I should have kept the mirror things on because I'm going to bang that. Knock it down a little bit. It's just raised up a little bit. Let's knock it down a little bit. Blue square. Out in the building, isn't it? I can use anything, I guess. Let's use this. This is the issue. You come take a look at this. See how that's running all on there nice? Nice playing field, you know, straight across. Nice. Up too high, see that? See in the front right here? See how it's too high on that? Can you see that gap right there? That gap ends right over here, so I'm going to mark that so I know. There's stuff that you're not looking for sometimes will make you off. Like when I'm looking across the trunk lid, it looked absolutely perfect across the dash. Now that I got this piece of round stock in front of it, if it's not absolutely perfect when I run the metal up on top of that, this betrays the line now, and the trunk lid is not. The trunk lid is excellent. We're starting up right. Oh. See it raising right there? It's good right at the front. What I'm looking for is this line right here. It's really good there right now. As I get going, you'll see it raise up. Raise up, raise up, raise up. So from here to there needs beaten. And I got a hammer to do it. Now, let's get this piece on here the right way. We start from the center, and the reason we're making one piece is because it's going to look better. That's the only reason. You could have done it another way if you want to. You can if you want to. And the only reason I'm doing it this way is because actually Jolene said it would look better one piece, and I had to admit it would. So that's where we're at. You know, but it can be done either way. Just gonna get this over here a little further, hoping that we got gas. Turn it on. It's a beautiful day here in Nova Scotia. Now I'm going to want a third arm, but I can get that after I get out. I think I'm going to stay out here. What I'm going to do is put it on one side. See, what I don't like off for starters, I don't say get it going for starters, just Doesn't like how it's cut. Let's go on this side. Now, and if I nail it down and I'm not happy, that means, you know what that means? Take it back off again. That's what that means. Take it back off again. Now, I do not mind that. Let's let that slide. Take that back, let go for a second. Just gonna take it back a little bit. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. Ah! Yeah, see, there's the deal. Let's do this, let's flop it over. I should probably even be rolling it anyways. Yeah, which way is the best though? That really looks good there. Does that go? Let go? Gotta push your head this way. Alright. Wait a second. I don't like it, the shape of it right there. It's throwing me off a little bit. But what I'm trying to do is trying to pick, if I can cut some off there and weld that on, that's fine. But I'm trying to pick, I guess, where it fits the best in the back. I'll cut the front. Best in the back is what I'm going to choose. Not over this way far enough. Not near as near. Yeah. Let's turn this off for a second. It's going to take me a second. Let's concern ourselves with the back. That way there, I can cut the front. It's not down. I'll bring it over some. Let's say it's good there. Is it good enough on this side? Something like that. I want nailed on right there. Why would I not? Hard down. Acting like it's out of gas. And it shouldn't be. Now, put that on there a little better. Oh, fell off on me already. One tack, I can move it. And it's going to get another one. I'm just going to leave that alone for a second. Got inside that trunk lid I didn't want to get. No, I don't like that at all. It's not cut right up here. I don't like the cut up there. Oh, let's cut it off. It's gonna be a little tough one, I think. I'm gonna have to allow the back line of the trunk lid is not gonna be the line I'm going with. I'm gonna have to be going with the front of the. I did not like the line that it gave me in the front. So I'm going to go with the front line, see if I can make myself happy there. And then I'll have to weld what looks bad in the back onto the back piece. Okay. Do it again. That's all we can do. This one's on this side, I guess. Just gonna try it. Now I'm gonna, this will hold over here, thinking I've got what I need over here. I can trim that off, and I want to see what I can make it look like over here. So if I take that ahead, you see I don't like that. I'm way off. That doesn't do anything for me. Well, it does a little bit. If I take this up. Terrible. Let's cut it off. Let's do it again. Watch out. Let's do it again. There's got to be a position there where I'm happy with, unless I got to shave this off in the center. And the center doesn't make me that happy, like the way it's high there. And it still might be high there, who knows? Let's try this one. If I roll it, it's rolled. I guess I can roll it back the other way. To be honest with you, I feel like there'd be more pressure put on it this way. If I stabilize that there and bend this down around there, I think it would put more pressure on it. Is it a hole? All right, let's put this back. Let's try it right there. Can it work this way a little bit? Can I do that? That might work. Let's try this. Just for holding it, see what I can accomplish. I feel like I got enough down there to get that. I feel like there's enough over there to get my knee going there. Just gonna nail it down here. Now, on this panel, I don't feel like I have to really do anything to it because me bending it down over is giving it the shape it needs. If I roll it, that's fine. It'll roll down on there. But with me bending it is giving it shape. And every time I push on it and bend it, I'm actually making it tighter. Yeah, I'm making it tighter. So I'm feeling like it's okay. I don't feel like it has to be wheeled because it's going up in the air, and there's you know there's no. That don't look bad there. It could work. Live with that. Maybe I could live with that. I'm going to use my helmet. What the hey? Should actually take a look before I get going too far. As you can see, I've got right from this corner to the metal to weld and make it tight and right. And that's what I'm going to do. I have a little metal holding that up right there. You can see that. I don't want that. See that little burr of metal? See it underneath that trunk lid? See it holding that? Just hold it up from being tight, that's all. Just hold it down tight. Make sure it's tight and right. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to cut that a little bit, and I'm going to have to weld a little bit down there to make that look really good. Let's do this. One dot at a time, so we know we're not going to warp it, or we don't want to warp it. I've got it on there, so I'm thinking that it's going to go on. Any wheeling and dealing at the front, what am I going to say? I feel it's even going to make it tighter again because I'll be hammering it. Probably there's a hammering inside probably of the car, but I want one just to push it down. Sometimes the push rod will put a little dent on you when you're trying to work something really nicely. I actually feel like I got the perfect amount there to grind off, and the reason being is I can make a little bit of weld in there and grind it off without knocking at the edge. And I'm going to have to take the zip cut, do a cut. I guess basically on this one, you know, you really have to, what? Precision, I guess, is the deal on this one. I'm going to mark it before I cut it. All right, that's what matters. Making the right cut. Gotta get this off. Take a look at it. I think we're good. Get the plate down tight. I think the part of starting in the center is the idea of this one, like, in all honesty. Just holding it down tight. If it's not tight in between there, that's where I use my dolly hammer. Knock it down. And dollying it around and hammer it and all that stuff's not over until you say it's over. You know? I'm going to be hammering on this thing probably to the very end. The reason I say very end because sometimes you see things that you like or you don't like. go back and fix it. Just closing my eyes, knocking it down. Not sure what's going on there yet. Don't want to knock that on there yet. Oh, gotta really fix it now. Didn't put it on good enough. I zonked her on that time. I want to get a whole lot of heat going on there. Not really. Not yet. I'm going to whip this over slowly here. My hip. I lost my hip. I don't want to, what's going on this second? I don't want to knock it here and then have a bubble over here. I'm basically trying to, it actually is not fitting right here at the corner. It's holding it up also. Now when I push it down, it might go down all the way without bending on me. I don't want it to bend. I don't want it to bend. I want it to fit nice and right. All right, my hammer's slipping on me. I'm going to have to go to the push bar. If I get it tight down to the weld, where it was welded the first time, I should have no issue. And the reason being is, because if it's tight down the first weld, it can't go no better than it was. Good nail. Let's do this. Come see this. Come over and take a look through here. See a little bubble going on there? Huh? Basically, that's going to have to run. That's just going to make that run down further, actually. Let's do it. Turn that down. I don't know if I did that or not. I did it. I did it. What's really nice when you're welding something and you ground it and you're not burning through. I want to make that line a little straighter. Just want to straighten that out a little bit. So I will add weld to that. I'll put a nice, probably a nice bead in there, you know, so I can feather it off nice. Basically, that's what I'll do there. You can see this, how far back we're on the pipe here. I want to be that way up through here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that back a little ways, and then I'll cut it, I'll release this one, I'll cut it back a little further and continue over that side, get that side to fit. So we got this side fitting pretty well. I'm going to cut. This one I'm going to make it fit a little bit better. A nail one on here. What the hey? I'm going to take my marker. Let's do that. Let's cut that off. Just want that line straight across there so it looks good when it's welded on, basically. I suggest you do it too. That's why we went across the back, and we wouldn't make that one all wobbly across there if we, you know, we're going to make the back look nice. Clean that all off nice though it did. What's up? That didn't do that very much good. It is what it is. Just want to clean that stuff off underneath of that. Let's push it down, weld it on. Get a little better line going. Don't matter where I go, I guess, as long as it's down there. I'm just going to knock it on there so it holds it over there, and then I'll cut it. Let's, do I need a new bit or a new disc? I think I do. I shouldn't have done that. I'm just going to work that right to the other side. Work it, he says, work it. Where were they? Where did I grab them from?
I think over there.
No, them aren't it.
No, over there.
Yeah, these ones last pretty good. Some of the ones I cut stuff with and they're gone as soon as I cut. But these ones last pretty good. And all basically I'm doing is making a straight line. So I'm tacking up there so it holds it. And then I cut it. and I weld right where I cut. Leaves a good mark for penetration. Does all that stuff. Does all that good stuff. Lines it up, puts it in place. Like I said, we did the trunk lid part. We might as well keep it true to the rest of it, and it feels really good. Like there'll be, you know, if you weld that on there right, there would be no filler in that job, or it wouldn't have to be any filler in that job. I'm not saying that, whatever, but the less filler you can get, I guess, is the object of the game we're going for, basically. And, but let's face it, everything gets filled. It's going good across here because there's lots of, you know, it's really strong across here. I feel like the car's going in the right direction. Okay, might be over a little far. Might be over a little far. See what we got. It's back too far, ain't it? Watch yourself, Garrett. Nice. Yeah, what I'm going to do, make it a little easier on myself. So I'm going to get these channel locks over here, and then I'll squeeze it together, and I'll do it that way. That way there, I don't have to push. So anything I'm doing here, you know, is still subject to a hammer at any point in time. Like, it really is. Like, gotta turn the welder on. And there will be places I'll be hitting with a hammer before it's done. Oh, sorry, I didn't turn it on. Thanks, sweetheart. You're the best. Slipped. Don't figure one dot at a time will do anything to our panel. That's why I like doing it that way. All right, just got it stuck on there. Looks good there, we might as well tack it on there. All right. Hoping for luck down around the corner. Hoping for luck. Beautiful. Tight. Beautiful. Looking better, isn't it? Shut that off for a second. I'll do the back part first. We haven't got much to do with the back part, just other than make it cut a little tiny bit, I guess. I want to cut a little tiny bit of it off. Mark, I guess. A little blade. And that's, we'll just push that hard down on there, that piece, nail it hard down, it should be good. Other than that, it'll be grinding it. Zip cut. Get that in there. And as I'm building this car, I'm building it as reasonable, as fast as I can with the materials that I have. I hope you understand that. And the reason I do that is because it makes me happy that I can spend a little bit of money and get a really, you know, a really good job in a little amount of time. Makes me happy. Not telling you what you should make you happy, but a really good job in a reasonable amount of time should be it. If you know what I'm saying, like. Just want to push this down on here tight. Good. Just want to hit that with a hammer too, probably I do. Just make sure it's all down tight before I start whacking it on. If that can go down tighter, I'll make sure I can get it down tighter, and the head of that welder will be the one to get the brunt of the grinding, right? But it'll be basically right down where it should be, so. I nailed her. Chicken soup. I'm going to nail right there. It's tight there and I nailed it. Got some welding to do there. Now, let's do a little tapping with a hammer. I'm going to buzz that on there for a second and take it off at any point. It's going to hold it for me, that's all it's going to do. It's going to hold it for me. Right, let's do it. It's down tight. Down tight, y'all. Good. Now we're going to try to get the rest of it down so it's tight. Now that this piece is going on, you would have a hard time warping that piece. And the reason being is it's got a piece underneath of it. Like, you know, you're not heating that up and distorting it, we're fitting it to it. So you'd have a hard time, well, you still could warp it, but it would be harder for you to warp it. I don't know if I want to. Yeah. Tight. Whack her again. And it'll make it even tighter. Now, when I weld this on, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. Actually, I'm going to cut this first. Cut this first. Just looking out here, this edge here, trying to keep the same distance. You know what I'm trying to tell you. Keep the same distance. Let's go on the other side and just take a look for a second. See if we're looking good. Jolene looks good. That's exactly what I did on this side. Come down the middle of that. That's what I got to do with that. Now let's cut it. Beautiful. Now let's get that tacked on. Finish tacking that on. Grab our trusty little thingbobbers. I want a push tool. See, I've got a little bit of. Make sure that's tight. Don't really want, let's say, that's fine. There's not much heat going on there. It's gonna like put some air to it. I'll go over and get it. Let's do this. Now, when I weld that up, do one more. Great. Hit the hammer, I guess, right there. Not holding it down for me. Get the pusher on. Where'd it drop that bad boy? I'm going to cut that little corner off the tab. This little. Now, see how that's up? See this corner here? Down a little bit? This is how I'm going to weld this up. I will weld that from that. It's wrong there, you know what I mean? It's not right on the line. So if I weld that down further, when I grind that all off, that'll be full of weld and it'll look good. So I can do it nice here, but when it comes down further, I'm going to follow that line all the way up. So basically, just if you want it to look good, that's all. It's up to you. I'm just showing you what I do. You take what you like and throw away the rest. But when I weld that up, my weld mark, and my weld will finish like that. So I'll weld that down there. Take my time, spot it, you know, weld it up, fill it, and I'll grind it so it looks nice. So that goes with that. On this edge here, I'll bring this, when I see this here, I'll weld it right from this edge right to there. And then when I grind it off, then I still have that edge all full of weld. It's all full when I grind it off flat. If I end it right here, then I'm gonna have low spots when I go to grind it. Don't believe me? You have to try it, basically. Now, where I'm at the front, let's get that bad boy nailed down there. Like I say, I got that piece on. I did something today. I'm up in the air a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take center first, where I'm up in the air a little bit. Up in there. I'll take center first. Yeah. Or I'll take it. There it is. Don't want to bend anything. Just want to make it fit. Just trying to just put pressure on the metal to make it go where I want it to go. I might take the helmet off of this one. I didn't weld that very good. Not very happy with that. Now I'm happy. Let's weld it again. Just grind the head of it off. Now I'm happy. Let's spot it here because it had a little bit of one to raise up there. I'd rather leave it round and then messed up. Let's do this. going with it. The rest will be filled weld. Just want to get in. Good. Not bad. It's good. It's good. Alrighty, we put the panel on one piece, as you can see. There's nothing that I didn't do anybody else couldn't do. And you just basically want to put it on the best you can. It doesn't look good going across here right at the present moment. It does not. I want to take a look from the back. Excuse me. I want to take a look from the back to the dash. Awesome. Fancy awesome. Awesome. And what I'm going for is this. Haven't got no fill on it yet. We're just got it on there. That's going across like this. And I eye it up with the dash going across here is what I eye it up with. And to me it looks really, really good. And I'll try to grind that off the best I can. Weld that up the best I can. Jolene make it look that as straight as it can. Look at that. Beautiful. So that's what we're going with there. What time is it?
1:16.
1:16. I guess that's what we're going to do for today. It got me sweating. I'll show you grind that off a little bit. Haven't got time for that. We're right at the end of the day. Jolene's got stuff to do. You know, the job is not done just because I tacked a little bit of metal on there. But I think that looks better than the one piece. Thanks for coming back. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. It's coming on wintertime. Get yourself a project. It doesn't matter if you just tear it apart. It doesn't matter what you do. But before you get into it, realize that you're going to be spending money and be happy about spending it and do it as frugal and the easiest way as possible to make yourself happy. If you want a 15-year-long project, you sure can make it that if you want to. But winter's coming, and what I'm thinking is go and get yourself a project, and you can spend many hours in the garage thinking about something that will make you happy. And there's lots of other worse things to do, that's for sure. And remember, at any point in time, I can hit the car with a hammer to try to make it look a little bit better or to fit things a little bit better. But to me, that piece going across the back is what we needed to finish that back off. Now I can see the interior underneath this round stock here. When this is filled out and ground out, I can see a nice pleated underneath here and a little roll over top of here and have a seat all the way around. So, you know, you could seat 3 people, one in the middle, one on that side, one on that side, and have like a little hot tub thing feel, I guess, for in the back is what I feel. It would look good with a nice, I don't know what kind of material that would be called, pleat and roll or tuck and roll or something, whatever. Anyways, have a great day. Come back tomorrow and we will be here, that's for sure.